Okay, ready, please. Right. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good morning. Welcome back after break. Yeah. So still want to wish you Eid Mubarak. Yeah, and many returns to all of you. Okay. My agenda for today is to lecture on chapter 7, yeah, which is options. Previously, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6 is all about futures. Futures, we already done that. Yeah. There is a second instrument, yeah, apart from futures. This one is an option. It's a totally different product, yeah, compared to the futures. So it depends on the students. Some students are mastering in futures. Some students are mastering in options. It depends. Yeah, some of you may be master in both. Yeah, so it depends on you. But options are totally different things because the option does not require a long formula like chapter 5, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's more on understanding the rule of thumb and to understand how to make profit from it. So, yeah. So now, let's have a look at the overview. The word options means that in literally, options literally means choice. Okay, options literally means choice. However, in finance perspective, yeah, provide the holder the right but not the obligation to exercise. That means, for example, this company offer Elisha to buy a shares. Offers, that means Elisha have right to buy shares, but she doesn't necessary to exercise. Whether she wants to buy or she wants to sell, it depends on her. She's given an option, she's given the rights, but it depends on her to whether they want to go for it or not. Yeah, it's not an obligation, it's a choice. Yeah. So it's not the same as futures or forward, where unless the position is reversed or offset before maturity, constitute an obligation to exercise at maturity. So that means if expire date is 10 days from now, that means she has to exercise. Yeah, she has to. Yeah, for example, if Alicia decided to sell, therefore, she has to buy after before or during the maturity. Yeah, that is obligatory. Once she made a choice, she has to fulfill it. Yeah, unless she does not decide anything yet, there is no issue. Yeah. Okay, today several exchanges throughout the world have introduced and successfully trade options. In addition to exchange that standardized option contract, there's a thriving market option over-the-counter market. Most of the options are over-the-counter. That means can go through online or fax or phone as well. And the normal underlying asset in relation to option are is on common stock. This one. Normally, options are related to shares. Yeah, saham. However, option can be also practiced through underlying assets such as stock index, foreign currencies, commodities, and interest rate. Yes, but in this syllabus, we are more focusing on whether you want to buy or you want to sell shares. Yeah. Once you are buying, you have to sell to make profit. Once you are selling, you have to buy, to make profit as well. But we still apply the same procedure. Not the same procedure. We still apply the general or golden rule of thumb, which is buy low, sell high. Yeah, buy at the lower price, sell with the high price in order for you to get profit, isn't it? What happens if you buy high, sell low? Yeah, losses. Okay, you buy at 1 ringgit 20 cent, you sell at 1 ringgit. Losses. Now, there are two types of options here. Okay, please be careful in this one. Students tend to make a mistake in choose the option. The question about call option, she choose put option. The question is about put option, she choose call option. So you need to understand the difference between call option and put options. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, if you are buyer, that means you buy first, sell later, isn't it? Yeah, buy first, sell later. Okay, if you are seller, that means you sell first, buy later, isn't it? Yeah, you sell at now and then you buy later. So what do you mean by call option here? Has the right but not the obligation to buy. Yeah, if you are buyer, definitely or you are go for call option. Yeah. Okay. You buy underlying asset at exercise price. And then if you are seller, you buy an option to sell. Yeah, because you are in the seller position, therefore you are entering the transaction and then you are selling the option. Okay, but for put option, as far as buyer is concerned, they are reverse. Yeah, to sell. Okay, it's like this. You are seller. If you are selling put options, therefore you are buying. Yeah, but I understand that you might be confused about this one. Have a look at down there. Why seller or short need to oblige? Because buyer wants it, therefore seller must sell. Yeah. If let's say you interested and in enter into option, therefore seller must do. Yeah. However, the buyer or long position can decide not compulsory to buy or sell because you are buying, you are investing. So it's up to you whether you want to go for it or not. That one is fine if you are buyer. But if you are seller, once let's say Shahab wants to buy either call option and put option, me as a company have to fulfill his desire. Yeah. If you are seller, seller must go. Yeah. But for buyer, it's an options. Okay, so let me sum up again. For call options, that means option to buy. For put options, that means options to sell. Yeah. So to make it easy, I put here as CBPPS. CB means call buy, PS means put sell. Yeah, for you to memorize the general rule of thumb. Yeah. Okay. I put here CB. CB means call, buy, put, sell. So for you to easy for you to memorize. Now, before I go for the terminology, let me demonstrate to you how it works. Okay, let's say this is day 1 and then the maturity will be day 10. Okay, for example, let's say Jyoti interested in buying call option, for example. Okay, and then she exercise at 1 ringgit. Yeah, that means she buy at 1 ringgit. So therefore, in order for her to generate profit, she can sell at any day between day 1 until day 10. Yeah. For example, let's say day 1, 1 ringgit 10 sen. Okay. Therefore, it is a potential for profit, but she's not decided to sell yet. She have to wait. Okay, let's say until day 5, for example, suddenly the price goes up to 1 ringgit 15 cent and she decided to sell. So she can close the transaction at day 5. So therefore, as far as day 1 is concerned, we call it as a exercise price or X, this one, predetermined price. So that means that is a starting price that she enter. Okay. And the rest of it, like 1 ringgit 10 cent, 1 ringgit 50 cent, all those are market price. Because market price can fluctuate, can goes up and goes down, isn't it? Yeah. So therefore, the profit are determined via difference between exercise price X and MP. X is a starting point. Yeah. MP is a closing point, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so exercise price. That means she entered into the transaction at 1 ringgit at the beginning. Therefore, we call it as a exercise price because it is predetermined. She set up on that. Yeah. Unlike futures or forward, option required the payment of a premium. Okay, premium means that extra charge. For example, 1 ringgit 50 cent, yeah, market price, 1 ringgit is the X. So let's say the extra charge is 2 cents. Yeah, because she enter into an option transaction, she has to pay 2 cents. Yeah, premium. Yeah, that means premium means that extra charge to ni lah, to enter the contract. We have two types, which is European style and American style. European style only exercisable at maturity. American style option can be exercised at any time before maturity. Okay, this is super important. In this case, yeah, like day 5, this one is American. That means, yeah, if she goes for American option, she can close at day 1, day 2, day 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at any time. But if you choose European, you cannot close at between. You have to close at the end. You have to complete the transaction. It's quite risky, because we never know if market price at last day, if let's say decreasing or declining, therefore she will make losses because she has no option, just have to close at the maturity. But if she close at any time between day 1 until day 10, so that one is Euro-American option. I prefer American option because I can close up at any time. So it's less riskier. Yeah, compared to European. European is more riskier because you don't have choice. You have to close at the end of the day. Yeah. And of course, yeah, we have this terminology since the beginning. Bullish means that expect price to increase. Bearish means that expect price to decrease. So I'm sure you're familiar with this one already since day 1. Yeah, bullish and bearish, isn't it? Yeah, or you still forget. Yeah. So you have to remember on that. Okay, so these are the checklist to answer exam question on this topic. So you need to determine whether it is call option or put option. What are the asset? Normally it's a stock. Exercise price or X. The maturity or expired date, which is MP, market price, and the American or European, and then premium need to be paid. All of this or most of the information will be given in the question. Yeah, we will show you later. Okay, I skip this one. Yeah, because I already explained it. Okay, this is the one that you should remember. Super important. The summary of options pay off. Especially the red one. Okay, I give you 5 minutes to read, familiar, and if you can memorize, they will be very good. Okay, because I can explain it easy way once you read. Yeah. Okay, 5 minutes, yeah, for you to understand the rule of thumb, because once you understand with this one, you are able to answer the question, especially calculation. This is how I make it understand better. Okay, now we have long call, long put, short call, and short put. Okay, so if you why this is long call? Because if you are long buyer and then call option, that's why they call it long call. Okay, and this one is a long put. You are buyer and then you are buying put option. Yeah, for this one short call, and then this one short put. Okay, now if why long call position means that long means buy, call means call option. Yeah, buyer buy, call option. For long put means that you as a buyer, yeah, you buy put option. Okay, if you are short call, that means you are selling, seller will sell call option. If you are short put means that you are seller will sell put options. Okay, so therefore, yeah, so you need to understand that when the position that you are, this one, either you are buyer or seller, and what type of option that you want to go for, either buy, either call or put. So you need to understand that. So this is the one that you need to remember as well. And the diagram, yes, the diagram. Okay, 5 minutes. Especially the diagram. If you fail to memorize the diagram, yeah, trouble, because the question is about calculating and also sketching the diagram. And the rest of the slides are example, yeah, so you may have a look at it, because after this, I will go for study questions, yeah. Okay, you might wondering, why this one is MP minus X, this one X minus MP, this one X minus MP, and this one MP minus X. Let me tell you, we are using the rule of thumb of selling minus buying. Yeah, so therefore, yeah, this X is a, for buyer, yeah, call option, that means it's a buy. And market price is a sell. Okay, and this one is a put option, that means option to sell. That means your X is a selling price, your MP is a buying price. It's the same, isn't it? Sell minus buy, sell minus buy. But the X and MP are in the reverse way. Yeah, your X is this one, your X is a buying, yeah, for call. This one, yeah, your X is for selling. Yeah, and this one minus premium, because you are buyer. If you are buyer, you have to pay the premium. Yeah, but for selling, why this selling is plus premium? Because they are selling, they are expecting the charges. Yeah, the charges or service charge will receive because they are selling, so that's why they receive premium. This one, buyer buy premium, buyer pay for the premium. And this one is a reverse way. Yeah, if this one X minus MP, so therefore crisscross X minus MP. This one also same. MP minus X here, crisscross here, MP minus X, but plus PM. Yeah, you see down there, I already explained to you. Minus premium because of buyer pay, plus premium because of seller. Seller receive the premium. Okay, now, let me go through the study questions. Okay, go for number 1 first. 1 minute to read. Stand by with your pen, paper, or any writing gadget because you're gonna write this down, Rafael, are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? No. You should read the question, not looking at your private file now. Okay, based on the market outlook, Miss Rafika Huda is bearish about the MC World Group stock. Yeah. Therefore, she sells a call option. So this is the clue, So this is the clue. She sells a call options. So that means if sells, is it a buyer or seller? Seller, isn't it? And then call option. Okay, sells mean is it long or put? Long or put? Go back to the rule of thumb. Long or put pula dah. Sorry. Long or short? Short, So she sell a call option is a short call. Yeah. She sell a call options, meaning that sell is a short, call is a call option. How the diagrams look like? Look back at the diagram. Yeah. So to memorize that, long call, long put, short call, short put, long call, long put, short call, short put. So this is a short call, therefore your expected diagram will be this. So that's why you need to memorize. Yeah, short call, you are expecting the answer will be, the diagram will be this, isn't it? Okay. So now, let me think, short call. Okay, with the strike price of 84 ringgit and the premium of 15 ringgit. So take out all the information down there. Okay, so strike price. Strike price is the X, which is 84 ringgit. Premium 15 ringgit. The current market price is 75 ringgit. So take out all the information. Construct the payoff diagram by relevant prices. So, to short call here because the question mentioned about what? Sells a call options. This one is a current MP, but we want to find another MP. Okay, this is your current MP, 75 ringgit, but we have to find one special MP. We call it as a MP at break even when profit is 0. Okay. You will see the difference between this MP and that MP later. Yeah. So now, the profit or loss, short call. Okay, please refer back to the rule of thumb. This one. Profit or loss for short call. This one, isn't it? X minus MP plus PM. Okay, so this one, short call. Short call, this is the formula, X minus MP plus PM. The profit is 0. X is RM84 minus MP. MP you don't know yet. Plus premium 15 ringgit. So negative MP, you can bring it to the left side, it will become positive. Therefore, M84 plus 15 is, if you guess calculating correctly, it will be 99 ringgit. 84 plus 55, 84 plus 15 is 99, isn't it? Okay. You can put MP break even. This is current MP, which is different from MP break even, because after this, what you have to do is to draw the diagram sketch. I mean sketching. Okay, you should draw like this, because why? There will be profit area, there will be loss area. Do not draw like this. Yeah, this one is not supposed to be. Okay, now the short call diagram will be like this, isn't it? Yeah. So short call, I draw using a different color. Just sketch like this. This is profit. This is MP. Okay, I stop here for a while. Sketch this one first. Sketch and answer that one. Do not take a picture because there is a subsequent process. Okay, if you take the picture, they will be halfway. Yeah, so that's why writing is important. There will be various marks, and the most mark will be awarded, especially on the diagram. And let me tell you about last semester's and previous semester's story. This is the option is the first question that they will answer, not features, not chapter 4, 5, 6. They will answer this one first because they memorize the graph, they memorize the calculation of MP break even, and most of them, I think 95%, 90 to 95% doing it correctly. Yeah. And next week, that will be difficult part. Short straddle, short triangle. That will be a combo. Combo of that one will be technical. So stay put. Okay, now how to label on that? So okay, sorry. How to label on that is easy. This is break even earlier because the profit is 0. You'll get 99 ringgit. So this is 99 ringgit. This one. And this is your profit. Your profit is a premium, which is 15 ringgit in this case. And the stop point before going down, this one. This is your X, which is X is your 84. X, this is your MP break even. And then this is your premium. I put here MPBE. MBE means break even. There is no 75 ringgit. 75 ringgit means that here. 99, 84, 75. That means as long as the price is 75, this is under profit area. So you can put this as a profit area. Okay. Because after 84 ringgit, the price starting to declining until 99 ringgit. And if the market price is more than 99 ringgit, you will start getting losses. That is a short call. Done, complete. Yeah, you have this one like 6, 7 marks, 8 marks. Just on that. Any question on question number 1? We have a lot of time, so I can cover a lot of questions here. Yeah. Probably I will finish before 9:30. So there is no break, but we can finish early. All right. Now, next question is related to question number. Okay, this one will be question 3. Okay, question 3 Madam Rokia. If you look at this question straight away, you will know the clue. Buy call option. What do you mean by buy? Is it long or short? Long, isn't it? And this one is a call option. So therefore long call. What is the diagram look like? Remember? Long call, long put, short call. This one, isn't it? Long call. Go back to the rule of thumb. Long call. Left side, isn't it? This one. Yeah, long call. So your expected answer will be this shape, isn't it? Okay, now we extract the information. Yeah, you can go straight away. It's fine. Question 3. Okay, for question 3, just take out the information. Yeah, I prefer you to answer in the systematic way. Yeah, exercise price, which is X, is equals to 8 ringgit. Premium, which is PM, is equals to 50 cents. And then current MP. Current MP is not break-even MP. It's at the moment's MP, because we need to calculate another MP. We call it as a break-even. Okay. So this one, Rokia should choose long call, because the question about what? Buys. Next is you need to calculate break-even MP when profit is 0. So to do that, use this formula, profit or loss is equals to MP minus X minus premium. Okay, based on this formula, you need to memorize. Unless if you're expert, then you can you have your own way on memorizing. If you are not expert yet, just memorize. Of course, profit is 0. MP you don't know yet. Yeah, that means break even MP. X is your 8 ringgit. Premium is your 50 cent. Right? So you just switch around. And then give 50 cent, right? Is it correct? So lah. 850 minus 8, 50, 50 minus 50, 0. Okay. The next part is to sketch the diagram. So remember how the diagram looks like? To choose the different color. Start losses, and then it will go for profit. Okay, so this is profit. This is your MP. All right, now how to determine this one? Okay, because this is negative 50 cent, right? Negative means at loss area, so that means negative 50 cent. Please do not forget to put negative sign. This is negative 50 cent, so that's why at the losses area, negative 50 cent. And your break even, you got it earlier. This one, your MP is 8 ringgit 50 cent. That means MPPE, break even. And then this is your X. Yeah, X is 8 ringgit. Yeah, X is RM8. So done with that. So for long call, you losses at the beginning, you will make the profit later. Okay, I forget to answer this one because okay, never mind. Actually, you answer this one for question number 3 and 4, actually. Sorry, yeah, question number 3 and 4, straight away. This is a question number 3 and 4. Okay, but we can answer the rest of the question. Okay, so now compute the maximum loss. Okay, you don't have to calculate because actually maximum losses is your premium negative 50 cents. That is your answer for number 1. Because Madam Rokia pays the premium of 50 cents. So therefore maximum losses is 50 cents. If you do not believe me, look at this diagram. 50 cent losses, isn't it? In the diagram. Yeah. So this is number 1. State whether the profit is limited or unlimited. Look at the profit area and then look at the diagram. Sky up, isn't it? Limited or unlimited? Unlimited. Because based on the diagram, yeah, the profit will be sky high after that. For number 3 and number 4, you already done. The even point and expiry payoff diagram, you already done. But for number 5, okay, so this is to calculate the payoff if the price is 12 ringgit on the maturity date. Okay, so I will add here question number 5. If MP is 12 ringgit, therefore profit will be, okay, so using this formula, change your MP. Same formula. MP 12 ringgit minus XX similar 8 ringgit minus premium 50 cent. So your profit will be 12 tolak 8, 4 tolak 50 sen, 3,5. Dan just change your MP. Using the same formula, just change your MP because the question number 5 says different MP. X are same, premium also same. Okay, I don't mind if let's say you answer number 3, number 4 first, as long as you answer all. Yeah, as long as you answer all. Okay, any question on this? Okay, we already covered short call, short put, isn't it? Question number 1 tadi ialah short call. This one short call. And then long call. Okay, I will try to find a questions related to long put and short put. Okay, question number 4. Miss Lisa is bearish about Syarikat CCC stock. She sells a call option. That means short call. Tapi dah ada kan short call tadi? I can't remember. Tadi. Short call dah, sekejap. Long call pun dah. Short call. Sama je. Short call juga. Sekejap. Let me check another question. Long put. Yalah, question number 6. Question number 6. You decide to buy a lot of TMB June's 10 ringgit 50 cent put options. If that means buy put, that means what? Long put, isn't it? Yeah, buy put options. That means it's a long put. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, let's go for question number 6. I just put here straight away. This long put because the question mentioned about okay, so this is question number 6. Question mentioned about buy put options. That means long put. Of course, yeah, you need to extract the information. 10 ringgit 50 cent is a strike price, exercise price. 10 ringgit 50 cent. 90 cent is your premium. Normally, they given a pair. Normally, they given a pair X and PM together, sometimes in one sentence. These are the MPs, but you are not doing that, because we need to calculate break even MP first, So break even MP when profit is 0. Remember back the formula, for long put, this one X, this one, long put X minus MP minus PM, Okay, where to get this formula? Look back at this one. Long put, long put X minus MP minus PM. Your expected diagram will be like this. Okay, now X is 10 ringgit 50 cent. MP you don't know. And then PM is 90 cent. So that means MP, negative MP, bring it to the left side. And then 10 ringgit 50 cent minus 90 cents. Straight away you will get 9 ringgit 40 cent ke 60 cent. 96. Is it, Elisa? Nah, 60, okay. Okay, so you can start drawing the diagram. Tak boleh start. Same process. Profit. And then this one is so MP. And the diagram, what it should be like? Macam mana? Remember? Long put. How you draw long put? How you draw long put? Ingat kita. This. This one. Okay, so this is your minimum losses, 90 cents, which is premium, negative. This one, negative 90 cent. This is your break even, 9 ringgit 60 cent. MP break even. And this is your X. X, 10 ringgit 50 cent. Done. Sorry, not this this area you need to write. 10 ringgit 50 cents supposed to be here. This one. MP break even. Looks easy or looks difficult? Is it looks easy or looks difficult? Just surveying. Looks technical, isn't it? Looks technical. Okay. Never mind. This is your first time doing it, isn't it? Yeah. Aris, okay, Aris. Nampak technical ke atau lagi nampak mudah ke macam mana? Kena nampak technical ke atau macam mana? Benda nak kena ingat banyak lah maksudnya. Nak kena understand diagram tu macam mana ke? Oh, tak cakap. Okay. Tak, kalau compare dengan yang last time around, yang chapter 4, 5, 6 tu kan pakai step sampai habis kan. Kalau yang ini more on technical, understand dia punya soalan dan lukis diagram lah. Okay. What else here? Assuming expiry TMB closes at 9:80, show you exercise right now, how and why. Okay, this is a resemblance of the next question, which is question number 2. If MP is RM9.80. Use the same formula and you change the MP. You change your MP. So that means your X is same, RM10.50, minus your MP is RM9.80, minus 90 cent. What would be the profit or losses? Elisha, loss berapa? 20 cent. 20 cent, okay. So if but if you look at this diagram, yeah, if you want to make a profit, the market price should be less than RM9.60. RM9.60, then you can make profit. Otherwise, if the market price goes on and on and on, you start making losses. Then you start making losses. But if you choose long put, yeah. If you ask me, which one should I prefer? Of course, I'm preferring call option because the profit will be sky high. The rest will be limited losses, yeah, unlimited losses, limited profit. Most of this one is the most preferable for the investor side because at some point, yeah, if the MP is increasing, the profit will be unlimited, yeah. Okay, any question on the long put? Okay, no, okay, let me check if there is a short put, Macam tak ada je. Okay, tak ada, tak apalah. Okay, now, there is one thing that I want to highlight here. Next part, this is the rest of the slides. This one. This one I asked last semester, if I'm not mistaken. ITM, ATM, and OTM. Yeah, in the money, at the money, and out of the money. Okay, so in the money means profit. At the money means break even. Out of the money means losses. Okay, so there are some questions that relates to ITM, ATM, and OTM. Okay, like I said earlier, ITM in the money means profit. At the money means break even. And OTM out of the money means losses. Okay, how to determine that? Let's go to the study question number 7. Question 7. This is more on high order thinking question. State whether your option is in the money, out of the money, or at the money for each of the following scenario. Okay, you number 1, you have a call option whereby your strike price or exercise price is not RM, 1140. And then you have current index level, which is your MP. Market price is 1175. Okay, so technically, if you compare side by side, market price is more than exercise price, isn't it? 1175 is more than 1140. So for call option, that means option to buy, your exercise price is your buying price. And this one is a selling price. Your buying price 1140, you're selling 1175. Lower, right? Lower or higher? Lower. So therefore, yeah, it is in the money because call options allows to buy at 1140, which is lower than market price 1175. You can buy at 1140 instead of 11775. That is a call option. Call option means option to buy. So your option to buy means that your starting price is 1140, which is lower than 1175. Yeah. Or I can rephrase a little bit. Allows to buy at which can sell later at M. Okay. So for this call option, you buy at 1140 and then you can sell at 1175. So it's a profit, isn't it? So if profit means in the money, ITM. Yeah. Okay, so to answer this one, you need to understand, is it call option or put option? If call option, that means your exercise price must be lower than market price. But if you are choosing put option, your exercise price, which is X, must be higher than market price. Okay, so question number 2, put option. You have a put option, it's a strike price or exercise. Okay, please do not confuse. Strike and exercise is the same. Strike price dengan exercise price is the same. Market price in this case, RM3.25. So that means if put options, that means she can sell first at RM3.50. She will buy later at RM3.25. In the money or out of the money? In. Put option, isn't it? Your put option means that your selling price is exercise price, RM3.50, which is higher than 325. Therefore, it is in the money, ITM, because put option, this is a difference reverse from question 1. Allows to sell at RM3.50, which can buy later at RM3.25. You see the difference between question 1 and question 2. It's a reverse, isn't it? Okay, if you still don't understand, it's okay. Option, that means your buying price is a exercise price. If you put option, this is your selling price. It's a reverse round. Okay, I repeat again. For call option, this is your buying price, exercise price. For put option, this is your selling price. Yeah, so we need to match between selling and buying, whether it is higher or lower. Yeah, so we need to match with the principle of buy with the low price, sell with the high price. Put option also. Exercise price 1080. Put options meaning that your selling price is 1080. Okay, how about this? ITF in the money or out of the money? You are selling at 1080, but you will buy later at 1110. Out of the money. OTM. Okay, that means you are forced to sell at 1080, but you will buy later at higher price. So losses Yeah, you sell at the lower price, you buy at the higher price. And that is a put option. Mufika harap ng turak siya. Matra kuyu lah. Tak apa. Selalu orang kata kalau majlis ilmu ni kalau dia syahid namanya. Syahid di medan perang. Tidur tak apa, jangan lari. Lari itu yang berdosa tu. Tidur dekat majlis ilmu tak apa. No problem. Last one Call option. RM8 exercise price. Okay, this one you don't have, you cannot make comparison because there are 3 information. Premium. Okay, so you need to do some calculation. Okay, for call option, X minus MP minus premium. This is the standard call option from long call formula. 98 Sorry, 8,5. Maaf, 8,5. X minus MP pula dah. Balik. MP minus X. Call option means that your X is a set buying price. RM8.61, 861 minus 850 minus 0.11. 0, right? If zero profit or zero losses is ATM at the money. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here, because tomorrow we can cover some of the rest of the questions, So I don't want to finish everything in one day, and the rest are the rest of the question that you missed because you still need to remember this part. You still need to remember this part, If you fail to remember this part, you are not able to answer this question, especially this one. Summary of payoff and also this one, the rule of thumb. This is very, very important. And I will highlight this one in the next chapter also, because next chapter is more technical. So for tomorrow we will cover the rest of the study questions. Yeah. Okay, any question before we close out the class? Okay, thank you so much for for staying put in the chapter 7. We will continue later in the chapter 8.